Hello, good and faithful people of the Church of the Mediator. It's Father Dale. Hope you're well whenever and wherever you hear this message this week. I'm a little late because Yuri is in Barcelona with Sophia and her family, and Sophia is playing soccer, and so I have been doing the post-process of getting everything ready for Sunday, which is a big thing to do. This Lent, which will begin next Wednesday, February 18th, with Ash Wednesday liturgy at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. But each Sunday in Lent, we are going to have an adult forum following the 9 a.m. liturgy on the Psalms. Various different Psalms, various different types of Psalms. We'll talk about various different types and genres of Hebrew poetry in the weeks of Lent. And there will be a couple of weeks in Eastertide because it's an 8-week course on the Psalms. So we'll do 5 weeks of that in Lent and then 3 more in Eastertide. But I wanted to open this little reflection this week with a portion of Psalm 147, which, if you have your Book of Common Prayer, begins on page 804, but I'm on 805 with verse 16 through 19. It says, it's referring to God, "He sends out his command to the earth, and his word runs very swiftly. He gives snow like wool. He scatters hoarfrost like ashes. He scatters his hail like breadcrumbs. Who can stand against his cold? He sends forth his word and melts them. He blows with his wind, and the waters flow." I read that portion of the psalm and I'm standing in the narthex. You can see I'm standing in the narthex. I'm actually sweating because the heaters in here really kick out heat. Thank God when it's a cold day out and you have the doors open. I'm standing in the narthex because it is still a real mess here in downtown Allentown. Parking is difficult to find at best. Crossing the park is difficult. We continue to be in a state of a bit of disaster here downtown. For those of us who can even walk to church, it is a little treacherous sometimes across the alleyways because of the ice that has congealed in these pathways and along the walks. So we are altering our schedule for Sunday. We will celebrate the Eucharist at 10 a.m. bilingual in English and Spanish. For those who can make it in person, come on down. For those who cannot, join us on YouTube. And then part of that, at the end of the Eucharist, we will transition into the annual meeting, hopefully about 11 o'clock. And that will be on Zoom if you want to be able to participate in the annual meeting. So 10 a.m. bilingual Eucharist, 10:50 to 11 o'clock. I've condensed the Eucharist down so it should be relatively expedient, and we will have the annual meeting on Zoom around 11 o'clock. So just note that transition as well. If you're not here in person, you'll have to go from YouTube over to Zoom in order to be able to vote and to be part of the annual meeting. Those links, both the YouTube link and the Zoom link, are in Happenings, just a little bit down if you scroll, as well as a link to the annual report, which you probably also have received a hard copy in the mail, and a link to the script that we will use for the annual meeting, which has both the English and the Spanish. So just note that you have access to all of that. My rector's address will also be produced in English and Spanish, but I'm going to send that out probably early on Sunday morning in a special Happenings. Now, this is the thing, my friends. 10 a.m. in English, 10 a.m. bilingual, 11 o'clock-ish for the annual meeting. Note that we will not have the pancake breakfast. We were going to have the pancake breakfast because it's the last Sunday after the Epiphany. We will not have the pancake breakfast. We will also not have Evensong at 5 p.m. on Sunday. It's just too much for folks to get back in and find parking and navigate the snow and the ice. So it is just a simple Sunday, 10 a.m. bilingual, 11 a.m. annual meeting on Zoom. I'm looking forward to this annual meeting. I'm looking forward to getting it over with as well. And I am praying these words from Psalm 147. He gives snow like wool. He scatters hoarfrost like ashes. He scatters his hail like breadcrumbs. Who can stand against his cold? He sends forth his word and melts them. He blows with his wind and the waters flow. Lord, we are asking you to melt some of this snow. Please give us a little bit of that breath, of that wind that will melt things and let the waters flow and bring in a little bit of spring. My friends, I will see you on Sunday. God's richest blessings.